All right, welcome back to Women's Strength and Bodybuilding, where we highlight beautiful and talented women who compete. My name is Mark, and wow guys, 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like every year I always know the names of the top 10 in the men's Olympia. I'm familiar with the top 5 in classic physique, and I usually know the winner in 212. It seems like every year I only seem to remember 1 or 2 from the women's divisions. For example, last year I remembered Sarah Villegas and Andrea Shaw, but nobody else really. Even though Natalia placed second in last year's Olympia, that information never really made its way over to me. Most of the time when I want to see who won the women's divisions, I have to piece it together from a website or watch the entire pre-recorded show on YouTube. Most of the women's bodybuildings out there are posing videos synced to dubstep techno music in the background. When I watch Nick's channel on the men's divisions, I can find out in a 7-minute video who's competing, how the prejudging and judging went, who ended up winning, and news and biographies of the competitors. I bring this up because I had no clue who Natalia was before this year. I mean, I may have seen her in the occasional thumbnail, photograph, or dubstep posing video, but that's about it. She's had a very interesting journey into the sport, and she's already made quite the splash for being so young. That's why I'm making this video and really this channel, to help other people like me who are interested in women's bodybuilding but are finding the coverage a bit of a challenge to keep up with. So today's spotlight is on Natalia Abraham Coelho, the winner of this year's Women's Physique Olympia, and she looks wonderful. Natalia is of Brazilian heritage, she's 26 years old, and she's 5'3". I couldn't find her contest weight, so if you have any idea what it is, leave it in the comments. It really is amazing to see such a talented young woman of her size maintain such a great look. This is important because it increases popularity of the sport. Side note, I didn't really realize how much backlash comes with the territory in women's bodybuilding until I started this channel a couple weeks ago. I think bringing beauty and femininity together with well-developed musculature will help coverage and acceptance of this sport, and it's something Natalia has done very well this year. Natalia has been competing in and winning NPC shows for close to a decade. In 2014, she placed first in the teen figure divisions at the Europa and Mid-Florida Classic. In 2015, she took first place in figure at Nationals. 2016 is the only year to date I can find that she didn't take home a first place win, so clearly this lady was cut out to be a champion from very early on. Women's Physique was first introduced by the IFBB around 2012 and 2013, and Natalia caught on with the trend. 2017 is where we see her first place win in Women's Physique, as well as first in figure again at the Europa. In 2018, she took home 2 more physique wins at the Rising Phoenix and the Atlantic Coast Pro. Starting in 2018, she's been focusing exclusively on physique shows and hasn't done any figure shows. In 2019, she won the St. Louis and the Arnold. In 2020, she came away with another Arnold victory. In 2021, she won the Atlantic Coast Pro for the second time and also the Legion Sports Fest Pro. In 2022, she won the Pittsburgh Pro and, as we all know, the Olympia. Wow. Geez, that is a lot of first place wins. In case you didn't keep count, that's 14 first place NPC titles. Out of all those years, she has 7 second place titles, 3 third place wins, and 6 other placings ranging from 4th to 16th. I like that she was able to size up and compete with the bigger women in physique, and eventually emerge as the champion of the division. It suits her much better than figure did in my opinion. In addition to the massive amount of shows she won, I found that she also has a degree in sports and exercise science, and she's a pre-med student. I'm not sure if that's accurate since I just started following her, but if you know, drop it in the comments. Could you imagine being in pre-med class and sitting next to a woman who looked like this? Anyways, that's some very impressive contest history, but I also wanted to touch on what some might say are more controversial topics relating not just to Natalia, but women's bodybuilding as a whole. As some of you might be aware, Natalia is an OF creator, and she maintains a page. It's not like that's news or anything new. Things of this nature have been going on since the internet was conceptualized. I remember seeing a documentary about Joanna Thomas called Supersize She on the Learning Channel in 2004, where she operated her own members-only website. I have no opinion on this either way. I know similar things are going on in the men's divisions too. But I'm going to go ahead and ask the question. Do the top guys in the men's shows need to? You don't see guys like Chris Bumstead, or Breon Ainsley, or Big Ramy, or Brandon Curry, or Nick Walker, or Hunter Labrada having an OF page. And why is that? Because through sponsorships and prize money, they're being paid what they're worth. You could walk into your favorite supplement store today and find posters of these guys on the walls and pictures of them on the products. What would be harder to find is the same exposure, sponsorships, and publicity for this extraordinary young lady. You can't tell me that a 14-time first place champion doesn't deserve the same amount of breading as the men are getting. That aside, it appears Natalia runs a very classy and moderate OF page. It's almost an extension of her Instagram, offering exclusive posing, outfits, and fan interaction. She's got great ground rules established on her site. I'm not sure how closely these rules are adhered to because OF really isn't my thing, but if it's yours, be sure to head over to her site and show her some support. Either way, Natalia's found a way to become successful doing what she loves, and she's utilized creative ways to get that cheddar. But I believe a champion of her caliber deserves more recognition, more pay, and more sponsorships. And I'd just like to say that, Natalia, you've helped revolutionize this sport. Your dedication really shines through. I wish you the most success, and I look forward to you competing and hopefully dominating that Olympia stage. And that wraps it up. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, leave your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to click that subscribe button for more great women's strength and bodybuilding content.